The book of 2 Peter, chapter 3 and verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up.
Shalom, shalom. This is Suzy Ahawa Camp. We're here live in Durham, North Carolina. We're here to prophesy the downfall of America, also known as Egypt, also known as Babylon, according to the Bible.
Right.
Once again, we're out here just let y'all know America's finished, America's done. There's no coming back after the nukes, pretty much. And we rejoice for that moment to happen, because that's the so-called black man, so-called Hispanic man, so-called Native Americans. Take it out of here.
Right.
We're being oppressed. You know, when I was I don't know, the spirit put things inside me I can't understand. It just felt inside me. It's like there was something wrong that we were being lied to. I just couldn't ever figure out, never pinpointed what it was, but never knew that we were Israelites, God's chosen people. So let's start at Romans chapter 13, verse 11.
The book of Romans chapter 13 and verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, it's time to wake up out of your sleep. Hispanic men, wake up and get out of the American dream. Come out. Go ahead.
It says, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed.
Our salvation, our ticket out of this plantation, when the Spaniards came and conquered us, controlled us, put us in slavery. But our ticket is now. It's time to wake up out of your deep sleep, start picking up this Bible, start reading it, learn your identity, learn history. And you ain't gonna hear this no other else but the Israelite camp. Your church ain't got the truth. All they care is just about sowing the seed, putting money in his pocket, so he can continue deceiving us. That's all it is. Bring out one more time, Mark.
Romans chapter 13 and verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed.
We got wars upon wars going on. That's why the scripture says, read it again slowly.
It says, knowing the time, that now it is high time.
It's time to wake up out of your sleep. There's wars. You got them wars over there in India. I can't pronounce the other country's name, but in the borders. You got those wars over there. You got Ukraine. And you got those synagogue of Satans over there trying to claim a land that don't belong to them.
Right.
They're Caucasians. Their homeland is the Caucasus Mountains. Not Israel. America is a system that can't last. It's not coming back. It ain't going to come back. The only way the Caucasian race is going to come back is through slavery. But for that to happen, you need to wake up.
Right.
Come back to your identity. Get out of these wicked churches. Stop listening to these wicked pastors. They ain't got no good interest in your salvation. I know it, because I went to church. I was raised in church. The scriptures were never taught to me the way the Bible was written. And that's why y'all wicked pastors got hell to pay. And then the kingdoms come when blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans are in rulership.
That's right.
All right. So that was Romans chapter 13, verse 11. To wake up. We're pretty much here again for the God's chosen people. We're living in America's. We're living in the last days of Babylon. Let me repeat that again for you that didn't understand that. We're living in the last days of Egypt. Let me repeat that again because y'all probably didn't get it the first or second time. We're living in the last days of America's downfall.
Right.
And y'all still want to keep on going to the stinking churches? You got the black woman, Hispanic woman, the American woman out there shaking her butt. Religion says she's good as long as she believes in John 3:16. Only in America a woman can be saved going up in the strip club, coming down, sitting her eyes down in the church.
Right.
What sense does that make? That's why it's something foul. That's why the Bible talks about the downfall of America. Repeat and repeat and repeat. No wicked passions. Again, we'll give you this. His interest is not in your benefit. Go to Hosea chapter 4, verse 6.
Go on.
Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
His people. Who's his people? Who's my people? The scripture's talking about the so-called black man, so-called Hispanics, so-called Native Americans. We're being destroyed mentally. Why? So this society can continue thriving in wickedness.
Right.
The laws, these people, the God shows the people live in wickedness, this society will keep on dwelling. And more wickedness, and more wickedness, and more wickedness. Where they call bad good and good bad.
Bring it out.
All right.
Hosea 4 and 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
We're destroyed going to these churches. We're destroyed because we believe in this wickedness gods like Allah, Buddha, Caesar Borgia. Y'all know him by Jesus Cristo. He's just another faggot that lived on the earth. They couldn't find nothing good, so they made him as Jesus Christ. And y'all worship. Y'all get tattoos. Y'all wear his shirts. Y'all put them up in y'all's house. Put candles. Y'all go worship every Sunday. Where's that in the scriptures? It ain't. Doesn't the Bible say they shall have no other God before him? Black, Hispanic, Native Americans. But no, you want to worship that Caesar Borgia, that devil, Caucasian devil. Go ahead.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
He's going to reject you, Hispanic. Look what's going on right now. The masters of deportations. He's rejecting you. He gave you a chance. Do what you want to do here in America. It's time for you to go. Be thankful he's shipping you out of here, because things are going to get very hard here in America.
Right.
The scriptures talk about it. I just ain't going to tell you. Just sow a seed. That's all he wants. Sow a seed. Give him money. Where's that in the Bible? I said, where's that in the Bible? He'll twist scriptures and tell you some things just to continue living, continue putting you back to sleep, and you just fall for the hocus pocus, and that's it. You'll be glad to give him some of your hard-earned money. Look at these pastors, they live in their fancy homes. Meanwhile, your granny's over there trying to struggle how to pay her light bill. Your car's getting towed. Shit. Some of y'all people are behind y'all's car notes. Was it like 80% of Americans are behind their car notes?
Wow.
Your pastor living good? Think about that. Read that again, huh?
Hosea chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God,
You've forgotten the laws that Moses gave to Israel over there in Mount Zion.
That's right.
That's who my people is. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You have forgotten the laws. There's 613 commandments for men and women. You forgot all of them. One key one is, thou shalt have another God before him.
Right.
Your pastor don't want you to know this again. Why? Because his best interest is his pocket. He don't care if you make it or not. His banking account is good. When time gets rough, He's going to forsake you.
Right.
Why? Because you don't listen to what the prophets out here saying. You want to continue going to these churches. You ask your pastor questions. He can't give you a direct answer. He'll answer your question with another answer. And it brings you more confusing. This is what I'm thinking about. Trying to think of the word. Oh yeah, confusion. Go ahead,
It says, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children.
Your children are going to suffer because y'all adults want to keep on going to the defiled churches. But the scriptures tell you, I'm not making it up. Your children are going to suffer, and when they cry for you for food, you can't give them the food because you can't find a job. But you didn't want to hearken to the word. All right, let's go to Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 7.
God. Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
Hispanic man, you're not mad for what's going on? You pay thousands of dollars, almost $10,000 just to come to America, just to be deported in a couple of days, and a couple of months or a year later. Wow. You try to establish money so you can make something in your homeland. This devil don't care about you. You can go to church, you can give all your money to your pastor. This pastor don't care about you.
Right.
Your pastor can't do nothing for you, but the Most High can.
Beautiful.
That I have a lot to say. I'm under His grace. I'm under His hands. But if I was out there in the world, they would have shut my ass 7 days ago. But no, the Most High got me here. The Most High gonna put me here. That's who I work for. That's who pays my bills.
Right.
Like it's Elijah. I was going over that scripture. My brother brought out it. It's amazing. I didn't really need to read those scriptures about Elijah. It's mind blowing. Go ahead. Yeah, I'm pissed. I'm pissed at America's ways. What he's doing to our people. If you ain't pissed, you ain't gonna make it when the hard time comes. These deportations, the Most High put them in the devil's spirit to deport you.
Right.
But your pastor ain't never gonna tell you that. Just sow a seed again. You just sowed a seed 3 minutes ago. You don't care. You spend what they say, time is money. We willing to tell you the truth. We don't want to dime. We just want you to come back to your identity and work for Him and let Him do powerful things like Moses' time and all these prophets. The Most High always protected Israel, but we always went off and it's saying come back to your identity. I said it on that.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 7. Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart.
A gift destroys the heart. America gives you fantasy world just to destroy so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's all America is, designed to destroy us. But you come back to your identity, my people. All right, let's go to Deuteronomy 27.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 29. But if from thence thou shalt seek the Lord thy God, thou shalt find Him. If thou seek Him with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
That right there is grace. You got to seek the Most High with all your mind, all your heart, and all your soul. I mean, that's a very simple scripture. Your pastor never going to give you that. Never. I mean, he might guarantee you, but, you know, he got to throw religion in there. Religion has nothing to do with the KJV. Nothing. That word is just man-made. Just to throw out there, just to confuse the people. Everywhere you go, what religion are you? What religion are you?
Right.
There's no such thing as religion. Well, there is. It's called slavery. That's religion. But you're never going to be taught that. Let's go to Zephaniah 2, 1, and 2.
The book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
Gather yourself together, so-called black man. Gather yourself together, so-called Hispanic man. Gather yourself together, so-called Native American. Come together.
Right.
That's what the scripture's talking about. Go ahead.
It says, before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the chaff, before the fierce anger of the Most High come upon you, before the day of the Most High's anger come upon you.
That's what we're here for. Bring you together before destruction, before famines come to this wicked society called Babylon, Egypt. Look at back $1 bill if you don't understand that one there. Simple. Before wickedness takes over this America, because it is going to be destroyed. I repeat, America is going to be destroyed, and I will rejoice for that moment. What has it done for me? Nothing but confuse my people, kill my people, cold-blooded. If these cops fear for their life, hey, if you can't work on the ledge of a building, get out of that job. As simple as that. If you fear pouring concrete, get away from that. If you fear of a job you're going to do, get out of it. Simple as that. Don't be killing innocent people. I was feared. This is like a pussy. A pussy with guns. It's like having a female with a gun everywhere she goes. Every time she sees a spider, she gotta shoot at it. She needs to have a man. Hey babe, there's a spider. Man, go and kill it. That's his job. Protect the family. A woman is supposed to be single. America pushes that. A man ain't supposed to be single. A man pushes that. Why? You got two incomes, 2 billions, and everybody paying taxes, and America's driving with 2 apartments, being independent. Now, wait till Isaiah chapter 1, verse 2 and 4 come place. There'll be a lot of vacant houses, and that's around the corner right now. Look what's going on. Like brother say, hey, I was gonna take that job away. Then it's gonna say made in America, but not made by Americans.
Right.
You might just have them China, because service those robots, it's gonna cost some money. Actually, they'll pay for itself. You know, that's the other thing. They got these robots controlling their own self. Man has no control over what robot controls his own self. Has no control over that. Was a couple months ago there was an article my brother brought out or something. There was a robot hacked into the system that hacked into the satellite to turn itself on, and it did mass killings. Imagine that. But yeah, America has to be destroyed for us to be our next kingdom. Okay, let's. You need to sum that up?
That was it on that.
Yeah, let's go. Let's back to Deuteronomy. Yes, Deuteronomy chapter 24.
Okay, gotcha.
Verse, yeah.
All right, the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4 and verse 30 says, when thou art in tribulation, and all these things are come upon thee, even in the latter days, if thou turn to the Lord thy God, and shalt be obedient unto his voice, for the Lord thy God is a merciful God, he will not forsake thee, neither destroy thee, nor forget the covenant of thy fathers, which he sware unto them.
Now that is only for the so-called blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans. Come back to your identity. Start listening to his words. Obey his words, study his words, get in his Israelite camp. Come to your identity, and you will be spared in these last days.
Right.
Women, get with the Israelite man. Not Israelite woman, I said Israelite man. If you can't get with the man, you just gotta die. You're destroyed mentally. You think being a woman is the best thing? Nah. God never created that. If all women became lesbians, all men became faggots, yo, society will die. Will just disappear. But that's what the devil wants. That's what the Caucasian race wants. Because they know their destination. They know the outcome at the end of the I can't think of the word. They know the outcome. They know who they are. They know the outcome. Now these churches might not know. They don't want you to know. But these elites know it. President knows it. He don't want you to know it. Read that again, huh?
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4 and verse 30. When thou art in tribulation, and all these things are come upon thee, even in the latter days, if thou turn to the Lord thy God, and shalt be obedient unto his voice, for the Lord thy God is a merciful God, he will not forsake thee, neither destroy thee, nor forget the covenant of thy fathers, which he sware unto them.
Oh yeah, that covenant. What Moses, the Most High did with us. I can't remember what that
Hey,
book.
yo, is God gonna give us our position back?
Yes.
Thank you.
But yeah, this is only for so-called blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans again. Come back to your identity before the destruction comes to this so-called America, wicked society. All right, any of this on that out? All right, let's go to Jeremiah 30 verse 7.
All right. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 30 and verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
There it is. That time is going to come. We're going to rejoice because we're going to be saved out of it.
Beautiful.
If you don't want that in the last days, you just got to be destroyed. That's part of the two-thirds. They ain't going to make it. But the one-third is going to rejoice because the Most High is going to protect us like the Most High had Elijah. I just tried to work Salakia. The Most High had the birds take Elijah food and bread. He fed us in Egypt wine and bread as well.
Right.
From heaven. You don't think he's gonna help you out in the last days? But you gotta come back with a sincere heart, open mind, and your spirit God dwell for the Most High. And that's how you're gonna be saved. So-called black man, Hispanic man, Native American man. You ain't gonna get this no wicked fat bastard pastor.